guys, gals, friends, and pals. This is Paul, EastXTwitch, and welcome to another episode of Saturday Game School, where we learn about a different game every Saturday of the year. And our intro was very appropriate for tonight's game. Tonight we are streaming Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge for Xbox. It is also on the Windows Store, PlayStation, Switch, and Steam. It sells for $25. It's amazing. And tonight on mic we have the following people: Human Brian.
Yo.
And Perfect Zero Tom.
Guten Tagen.
Wolfblade Ryan.
Hey guys.
Bob Jones.
Hello.
SperryBerryBoy.
What up, what up?
And also I think Chris Lowsweet is still around.
I'm still here.
There you are. So here we go. We're going to jump past the intro just in case it gets flagged for the song or anything, but there is an animated intro. But anyway, this game has two modes to play, story and arcade mode. So Brian suggested we do story mode, and that's what we're going to do.
I mean, arcade is, you can possibly fail. So story you can't. That's like you do.
So that part will help. Every time you start a new game, it does this how to play thing where you can read over what almost all the moves are. It's fine, but you have to press and hold start to skip it. That's a bit annoying. I'd rather we could just tap it. Bob Jones. Okay, that's the whole party. All right.
I think I'm joining.
Excellent. Okay, well,
Yeah.
we're ready. Everybody pick your character, and if Sperry doesn't mind, we're just going to start at level 1 and fly through the whole game. Okay, so let's go to level 1, all right?
Yeah. There we go.
Right there. All right.
Perfect.
Story mode has a map screen, as you can see. There are, is it 16 total levels? Yeah.
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 Plus bonus levels.
Old Turtles game on Super NES.
Yeah, it's similar to Turtles in Time. It's a spiritual successor, like basically a sequel.
I mean, it is technically a sequel, I think.
Yeah, different developer though, because the classic arcade games are from Konami, and this is
what's going on.
Tribute Games and Dotemu. Yeah, very chaotic with 6 players.
Yeah,
That's all
the
right.
most requested thing is that they add player icons.
Actually, if you push L2 on the controller, it'll pull up your player number.
Oh yeah, so at least you can check.
And only you can see that.
Oh, neat.
Oh,
I
nice.
didn't know that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so you could just hold it if you want. You can walk around with it on, but you do have to.
You could, yeah.
My issue isn't seeing my player number. My issue is seeing what the hell my player is.
Well, but your player number popping up will tell you that.
Oh, man, this is wild.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. Yo, Jordan, we're glad you made it. Yes, this game is great. By the way, everybody, I reviewed this game at Co-Optimus. Our review went up today, and I hope somebody will share the link for it. But I'm really proud of the review. I think it is the most thorough and helpful review you will find for this game, because we really talk about the beat-em-up mechanics, which I think are interesting, and the co-op mechanics, because, yeah, there's co-ops ups and downs, right? But mostly a lot of ups. So, a lot of information you probably won't get out of other reviews, and I hope everybody will read the review, and also don't forget to click the like button at the very bottom of it. Yeah, we are missing a turtle, but that's okay. It's more exciting to have Splinter, April, and Casey in, because they don't usually get, you can't play as them in the classic arcade games.
What are we missing? Raphael?
Yay, thank you, Lyle.
Oh, yeah.
That's because nobody likes him.
Although he is one of the better characters, because he does more damage.
He's rude, but he's cool, man.
He's cool, but rude, yeah. Alright, let's get Burn out. There's Burn! Yay, look, a cameo character. So you can find these different friendly characters from the show and then complete optional side missions for them called special requests. Yes, it's Turtles Chaos tonight, everybody. I'm a big Ninja Turtles fan, in case you didn't know. Our regular audience have probably noticed that our intro and ending are based on the classic Turtles games. So, yeah, and even my username, EastX, EastXTwitch and all that. Well, EastX is short for Eastman, which is named after Kevin Eastman, one of the 2 creators of the Ninja Turtles.
Has anyone looked to see what their latency is at?
How do you
It's
do
in
that?
the bottom right corner.
I don't see latency on mine. How do you...
Yeah, don't see that.
I don't see anything.
Well, maybe it's because mine is over 200 is why it's telling me.
Oh, you got some bad latency. That's a shame.
Over 200!
Poor Bob Jones's internet is 2 cans connected by a string.
Oh, he's
Well, that was some,
Bit of lag there.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
bit
and
of
all our
lag.
channel emotes are turtles too. That's right. Royal Bob showed off Mikey.
Yep.
Would you guys show off the other emotes too? yeah, hopefully, I really advertised the stream as well as I could. I hope we get more new viewers. That would be really nice. But a bunch of people are going to be streaming this because it's a new hot game.
Everybody loves the new hotness.
Yes. By the way, guys, I wanted to introduce tonight's special guest co-host, SperryBerryBoy. Sperry, why don't you tell us a little about yourself?
My name is SperryBerryBoy, obviously. I'm a variety streamer. I just started a couple months back. I'm very grateful to be in the party with you guys. So thank you for that. Trying to get into some game reviews, some indie reviews stuff. Try to promote mostly indies on my page. So
yeah, indies are a lot friendlier to new streamers, that's for sure.
Yep.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But also, yeah, for variety streamers, indies are great because they represent the real variety in gaming. You know, they're not all first-person shooters and stuff.
I think it's a lot of games made by people who grew up playing games too. So you get a lot of stuff that they wanted as a kid growing up.
That's a good observation. So I hope everybody will give Sperry a follow. I actually do watch his stream and actively chat in it when I can. So if you follow him and try to watch as well, there'll be plenty of times that we can chat together, which will be fun.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah,
I would love all the new follows.
Yay. Yeah, hook him up, guys. But how often would you say that you stream? Like which days or whatever?
I try to stream every weekend or so. Usually Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Occasionally I get an extra day. We do multiplayer or Mario Kart Mondays as well.
That's fun. With Mario Kart 8 for Switch, or?
Yeah, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Or, wait, is it 8 or 9? I forget the number.
It's on 8 right now.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. All right, good. Yeah, I agree, Royal Bob. The very first time I played through it, I played with an arcade stick. Tonight I'm playing with my Saturn pad, because I love to use my Saturn pad whenever possible.
Everybody use your super!
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, might as well. Uh-oh, man. Is my meter filled up? Yeah, it is. Okay, let's get over here. Go Splinter! I'm Splinter, by the way.
All doing late with the super.
Yeah, we're going to make short work of Bebop. You can see Krang's head there in the background. Krang's head plays an interesting role in the story. Or his body, whatever you want to say. And yeah, Tech Guy, I wish it'd be kind of nice to live on the East Coast, you know? Texas is so hot. But
it's hot as heck here.
It's hot here, too.
I've lived here all my life, and I really love the state, even though our state leadership does not love the state, and they like to do as much harm as they can. But hopefully that'll change after the next election.
Yeah, that's not going to change.
Nope.
You never know, guys. Gerrymandering can't work forever.
Yes, it can. That's what it's for.
Well, I hope not. There have been historical upsets, you know.
Dude, until people start going to prison, nothing's going to change.
Yeah, and our state attorney general actually is under federal indictment, and yet has somehow managed to avoid prison for years. But yeah, just as an example of criminals running the state, it's true, you know. Go team. So the between-level cinematics, they're just these short little animations, and they're quite similar to the ones that the original arcade games had. Only bad thing about the between-level animations is they have no subtitles. And they really should. The intro and the ending have subtitles, but yeah, between levels, none for some reason. Big Apple 3 PM, which is a reference to Big Apple 3 AM, the name of one of the very first stage in Turtles in Time. To the point where I thought some of them needed to get some more sun, because they were literally crazy. But now it has a release date, it came out, and yeah, people were just so excited for it, and that's a beautiful thing. Like, a game I was excited for just to have so many other people.
Wait, what about LPL?
Uh-oh.
It changed! Ha!
Weird, it changed your character.
Oh no.
That's BS.
Yeah, but I mean, were you guys in our audience, were any of you excited for Shredder's Revenge before it came along? And how are you enjoying it if you've already started playing it?
It's good. I would have preferred them not do the surprise release date because a lot of people were looking forward to it.
Yeah, like a whole month's notice would have been nice.
Alright, he says he has a friends in the friends list.
Who's talking in the background there?
Yep,
That's
having a conversation.
Sperry's wife, I think.
Yeah,
Oh, Miss Cat, welcome. Yeah, on the plus side about the Sperry's wife thing, she's a streamer as well, which is really cool.
Yeah, she does fitness streams.
Impressive. Does she do? Didn't she play Skyrim or something?
Yeah, just recently she started Skyrim too, so
Nice.
her life is gone.
I mean, waste that.
My fiance quite loves that game as well.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's a great game.
We just found a collectible, by the way, guys. This game has collectibles, but I mean, it's like some of the best implementation of collectibles you'll find, which I mentioned in my review. But like, they're just in breakable objects throughout a level, so it's very hard to miss where the breakable objects are. Plus, there's even a way to check and see which levels they're in, so it's like they're not frustrating collectibles.
You can
They
also
actually make
pause the game
better.
and see if you found everything on the level so far.
Oh, yeah, which is neat. So, yeah, they give you some help there, because a lot of times in other kinds of games, like a 3D game or whatever, you know, collectibles are a pain to find, and you have to, like, follow a video and play all slowly and stuff if you actually hope to find them all, but it's not like that in this game, you know, it's just totally easy and intuitive. So what's the point of them? Well, you get achievements for completing all the side missions, which involve collectibles. You get achievements for finding all the cameo characters, such as Irma, who we just saw earlier. There's her diary.
Someone got ran over.
Ouch.
Ow.
Yeah, and for completing those side missions, you also just get score, which is this game's version of experience points. Like, you get score from killing enemies, right? Well, also you get it for completing side things. And the characters can actually level up in story mode. So, it's a fun thing. Characters can go all the way up to level 10, they gain access to a few new moves, and they gain increased hit points, I believe.
Watch the cart.
And there are achievements for fully maxing out all 7 characters. So that'll take you a while, because you're looking at a 2-hour playthrough with each character, right? So that could take you up to 14 hours, although maybe less if you do it in a more streamlined way.
Just play one level of Rover, yeah.
Yeah, there's ways. But it's fun just going through the game. And then there's an achievement for seeing each character's ending, because each character has a short, unique ending. And you can get that one faster by just replaying the final level with all the different characters. Somebody pick me up, will ya?
What is it?
Hey,
Left
thank you.
bumper.
Yeah, left bumper is the co-op button.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Thank you very much. Yeah, the fact that you can revive other players is a fun improvement compared to the classic arcade
Yeah, basically
games.
they wanted multiplayer to be like, yeah, you're just having fun with that. They didn't
very
want it
fun.
to be hard.
By the way, we're just fighting Roadkill Rodneys. They're a classic enemy from the very first arcade game, and from like one episode of the classic cartoon. Oh yeah, that's nice. Royal Bob points out you can join an in-progress game at the final boss, you know, like where they're about to kill it, and then you'll still get credit for beating with that character.
Oh,
So,
dang, that's awesome.
very forgiving of the developers, you know, very accommodating, and that's nice.
Does it unlock Casey Jones when you do that?
If it's story mode, then yes. I don't think you unlock him from arcade mode.
No, yeah, it's story only.
Gotcha.
That's
But yeah,
at least
you-
what everybody says. So I haven't seen anybody say it. So if you want to try,
You could. But yeah, just so everyone knows, that's how you unlock Casey. You beat story mode, which takes about 2 hours. And then you've got Casey, the 7th character.
so if anybody doesn't have them today, they should get them.
Darker Player says she hopes that they will add Usagi Yojimbo as a downloadable content character. That would be super awesome.
I mean, it'd be like Osage, Karai. Those would be big.
Yeah, the only thing is Karai was never in the original cartoon. They had like this weird off-brand version of her, but not actually her. But Usagi Yojimbo, he did appear in the original cartoon. But also, it doesn't mean they couldn't do Karai anyway. It's just that so far, everything in this game is from either the original cartoon or
They
from
picked
the
80s
second
as the
movie.
stone. So.
Yeah. But there are a few bosses from Turtles 2 Secret of the Ooze, you know, the movie. But they're the same characters you saw in Turtles in Time, so it's not like they decided to add new bosses from a movie. It's like they're already in one of the old games. GoBots, Spazpol says, no, you know, I liked GoBots as a kid, but they don't have much to do with Turtles.
What? The crappy version of Transformers?
Yeah, but I mean, they were still fun little toys. They just weren't as nice as Transformers.
Nope. Both the show and the toys weren't as nice.
I love this monster truck. I still really liked them. You know, I wasn't a Transformers snob, even though Transformers were the best. I had other kinds of toy robots as well.
Netco's terrible. They didn't
So
use
no
it on a
polls?
particular platform.
How you doing?
If
Does
they'd
he watch
stuck
your
with
stream
either
too?
Xbox or Steam for the Netco, they would have been fine. But they had to go with Epic for no apparent reason.
Yeah,
It's like, who the
really
hell uses
weird
Epic?
decision.
Not even Epic uses Epic.
That is true. No one uses Epic. I don't get that.
Finally leveled up.
Good job. So for people who are just joining us, Saturday Game School takes place every Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. We always stream out a different game, and we usually give out free copies of that game, sometimes other games instead. But tonight, at the end of the stream, we are giving out 2 different copies of this very game. But before then, we've got some Steam games to give away, which include 99 Vitas and Dungeons & Dragons Chronicles of Mystara. Unsolved Vixen, thanks for the follow. That is a really cool username. I love it.
And on Vitas, but the Switch ain't one.
What'd you say about 99 Vitas?
99 Vitas, but the Switch ain't one.
Oh, I guess not.
Nice.
Yeah, I always make jokes about that when I'm posting about it in the Beat 'em Ups Facebook group.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. And just so you guys know,
Like, what are you, an old man?
people who join our stream, they probably can't chat for like the first 10 minutes or something, but I think we turned down the delay to something pretty reasonable. After we had a developer who couldn't chat for a whole hour after the stream started, I felt bad.
You had it set to an hour?
Yeah, we had it. I don't know why we had it set to an hour, but we did.
Keep all the weirdos out. Because no troll is going to wait for an hour.
Yeah.
That is true, but we, you know, if we're streaming a developer's game, they need to be able to chat and tell us about it. So that's.
Well, then they should probably follow you sooner.
They should follow us sooner, but we can't control that.
10 minutes is fine because Paul usually doesn't even start to 10 minutes after.
There is that.
Yeah,
Well,
we
yeah,
played.
let's tell people a little more about the stream. We stream different.
Like,
I mean, we stream
where to
every
grab
Saturday,
that?
right? Always a different
Winner
game.
said it was Paul.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to get away. I got it right at the end. But anyway, we always stream a different game, sometimes AAA games every now and then, lots of indie games, of course. Wow, BS Latino Heat, thank you for the bits. Very kind of you. But yeah, we're totally dedicated to variety, just like our friend SperryBerryBoy. You know, like we just love checking out all the different games there are and just seeing where that takes us. Because we mostly stream games that we can get prizes for, right? So it's like, hey, what are we streaming next week? Oh, I'm not even into that kind of game, but it can still be fun just to learn about them.
This is like the most annoying enemy in this game.
Yeah, this boss fight is pretty painful. But
It's like there's no safe space to stand while you're
Yeah.
trying to hit him.
thank you,
Because all the
Monbox.
characters lunge as part of like a third combo.
Oof.
Oh no,
Can you
everybody
pick me
down.
up, please?
I'm trying.
You gotta go on the
Oh
bottom right.
crap, the right one? Where am I?
I shall revive everybody.
or he'll
People
just-
can't
That's
seem to
not
do it.
too.
I wish it would reset the timer when someone starts reviving somebody. Wouldn't that be nice? But by the way, we have 2 different no's tonight. We have no pulse and no time for games. That's kind of cool. Good thing I don't just call them no, otherwise it'd get confusing. All right. That's good, Jono. Jono's going to watch and play the game on his own because he enjoys it. That's always cool. Ah,
I'm down again.
That's okay, it's done.
dang it, Tom.
Dude, I told you I
Oh,
hate
it's off. That boss
Just
is
how
how to
it
ridiculous.
attack him without getting hit.
That works. He doesn't mind being called Pulse. That's cool. I love seeing everybody score at the very end of the level like that. 6 different people. It's wild. Just call me Yes Man. Is that so? No time for games? Panda P likes pineapple on pizza. That's
Heck
the
yeah.
spirit. Yeah, it
Yeah,
is
buddy.
really good. People like to joke about hating it, but I think most of those people just haven't tried it because it's great.
No, I've tried it. It's yuck.
Oh, you're so wrong.
I had it last night for dinner.
Sweet. Yeah, man, I'm kind of wishing I had pizza tonight. I may order some after.
I
Oh,
am.
that's gonna be cool.
Because that was the best part of Forza Horizon 3.
Who am I now? I'm Mikey now, which is fine. Yeah, that was really cool. Okay,
That-
so
that-
we're. Oh, you need to be re-invited. Who is it? Who needs to be re-invited?
I.
Wolfie? Okay,
Should just be able to get back in.
Yeah, you could probably click on my name from your friends list and just join that way. But
True.
because apparently this is going to happen over and over, so we need to streamline it. Oops. Invite to game. There you go. We also could have created a real Xbox party first, and that might have sped up re-inviting people a little bit. But oh well.
Donatilla.
Who knew? Nice. Yeah, look at that, guys. It's one of the mutant frogs from the original Turtles cartoon.
Punk frogs.
Yeah, the punk frogs. There you go. And all four of them appear in this game, which is neat.
We had to look it up last night because we didn't know who they were.
I don't remember them at all.
Oh yeah, they're like the Florida Turtles, I think.
Yeah,
They
they're
live
in like
a
one or two episodes. They're not.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not big characters, but I mean, recently NECA, the company that makes the really nice Ninja Turtles toys, they put out toys of them, and they look great.
Yeah, and they're named after like Mongolian people, right?
Yeah, Genghis.
Yeah,
and
Genghis, Attila,
isn't
somebody.
Rasputin one of them? Rasputin.
Yeah, Rasputin was one of them.
He's Russian, but
So I guess they're after
Asian?
known like conquerors.
yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
They were named after the worst people in history.
Yeah, but I mean,
Is
they're
there
good
one named
names.
Hitler?
Historical. They're
I
historical.
think
names,
that'd go
okay.
too far.
That
Who
would
needs
go
that?
far. I'm just gonna get this points pizza down here. Yay, 10 points.
I walk right past
Fox.
the character.
That's right, Vlad. Tracks look insane, Tech Guy says. What is he talking? Ah!
Ooh.
Oh no! we got
Guys
hit.
all got
Nice.
ran over by a zoo.
Yeah. Don't forget, you can double jump. You just have to
Wait,
double
I'll do
tap
it.
the
Look at
button.
that. Too soon.
By the way,
Too soon.
Heaven Smile, our
Guys,
interesting,
gotta time your
mysterious
barrel
viewer.
exploding cutter.
Heaven Smile doesn't like the timing on the double jump. He wishes it was more forgiving.
Oh yeah, it's a little.
It's
long.
finicky.
Yeah.
You just have to double tap. Like, you can't jump once
Yeah.
and then jump again when you feel like it. It's like, it's double tap or nothing.
Especially where a level is you have to jump or fall. It's a pain sometimes.
Yeah, it'd be nice if it was a more traditional double jump, but like, it doesn't bother me. It's not hard to do. Like, once you know how to do it, just do it. Oh, Royal Bob doesn't like it either. Royal Bob, you're so critical. I hope you read my review. I don't talk about the double jumping, but I do talk about other things. Such as the taunting and super move system, which needs work. Nice throw there. Yeah, you can. They've improved the grapple system. You can throw people towards the screen on purpose, but there's other throws too. You can throw them left or right, or you can just smash them on the ground, and that's fun. Oh no!
Like the smashing on the ground too.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
you
the
can hit other
smashing.
people when you're smashing them.
That's pretty sweet.
Indeed. But it is harder to throw characters when you're in an online game like this because everybody just kills them real fast. But when you're playing solo, it adds some good depth.
Ooh, I need.
Yeah, the co-op. There
Oh,
are
pizza for
three.
everybody.
There are
Yeah,
three
there's
specific
some
co-op
pizzas are-
attacks.
Everybody.
Full team, some aren't.
As I was saying, there are
Keep
three
going.
co-op specific attacks, which Royal Bomb mentions. They are hard to do on purpose. Like they'll just come out sometimes while you're playing with somebody else. But doing them on purpose could be a little frustrating, for better or worse. But like to me, it's like the game would be fine if it had 0 co-op attacks. So the fact that they're like a little wonky doesn't bug me that much.
These 3 co-op attacks.
Yeah, you can hit them, like 2 turtles can sandwich them with their shell, you know, if you do the right thing. One person can do like a baseball bat strike on a thrown foot soldier. And there's one other, like spinning another turtle around somehow.
Okay.
By the way, here we are fighting Ground Chuck and Dirtbag. I believe they appeared in the original cartoon series twice. I did not see them in it myself, but I believe they're in 2
I
different
remember the
episodes.
turtle. I mean, that's turtle. Oh.
The toy. I had the toy.
Yeah, like a lot of times you would know the toy, but like they just weren't in the show that much, so knowing them from the show is a little harder. But that's one thing I like about this game. It has some returning bosses, you know, it's got the Bebop and Rocksteady and Shredder and whatnot. But the more exciting bosses are the ones that these new developers chose to use from the show, because it's like, you know, it's just so new and fresh. Who's down? Am I
Oh, I'm down.
How do you get
I
me this
forgot who it
down?
was.
How do you? Oh. What
You,
button are you
hold-
supposed
you
to
have
use
to press and hold left bumper, the co-op button. It's not immediately
there
clear
you
that you have to
go.
press and hold it. You know, you would think it might be just tapping.
Oh, I'm down.
Oh, hey, achievement, kind brother.
Oh.
Help me revive a teammate
got one of them.
player.
3 of us are down.
Yeah.
Got one of
All of us
them.
are down.
Well, it's probably gonna stop it.
Man, we're getting
got it.
smacked around a lot. Oh, and there's a NECA Toys version. They show up in the Turtles 3 game? I didn't know that. That's cool. so they're not quite brand new. But for me, they're new because I did play the NES Turtles 3 and I loved it, but I only played it once, so it's been a very long time. Ow! Dang it! Just let me revive. It's like I will always prioritize reviving, but then you get hit a lot from it.
Nope. Looks like we're gonna fail.
No, we gotta get somebody back up. I think I successfully revived somebody, and now I'm down. That's what I get. Good, at least I'm off in the corner. Thank you. Alright. Let me do a taunt.
There we
Taunting.
go. One's down. That'll make it easier.
So guys, taunting charges up your super meter, and so it's kind of important to do. But the thing is, like, when you play online games, people just like taunt super over and over, and it's actually a lame way to play the game.
I don't even know how to taunt.
Right
Taunting
bumper.
is right bumper.
B.
Yeah, it takes a little while. You only get the super meter charge from it if you succeed, like if you fully complete it. If they hit
Yeah,
you
they
before
hit you, and it's
finish.
long, so it's meant to be not easy to do all the time.
Yeah.
But
There's
most people do it as soon as they're cleared the game. So
There's an achievement for getting hit while you're taunting, though.
Oh, yeah, which is funny.
Yeah, I got that.
You'll get that for sure without trying. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Special reward. Bye.
Thank you, Sperry.
Yep.
Level
Yep.
5. And this boss is one of my favorite new inclusions. So just wait till we get to him. It's going to be cool. Oh, man, no Steam takers? It's because Sperry's one of our
Oh my
people who
God,
would
I'm
be a
actually
Steam
able
taker.
to-
But
Good.
he's
It would be
so
me.
good. Yeah, somebody enter for that game. It's a good game.
I did.
Oh, okay.
I will take it on Steam because I have people who play only on Steam.
Yay, there you go, Bob Jones. And yeah, I have the Steam version myself as well, so we could play it.
Yes, I have some friends in Canada that are Steam only people.
Is that like a girlfriend in Canada?
Yeah, totally got a girlfriend up there, I bet. No, you can't meet her.
She does exist.
Sure. Is that what you tell your mother?
Yeah,
I
no,
don't know.
Chris has a common law girlfriend, right, Chris? Otherwise,
Yep.
common law wife, otherwise known as.
Those are only that's only a thing in a couple states.
Really? Don't they have that in?
Yeah, not every state has it.
Oh, I think Texas.
wow.
does.
Singing everywhere.
Nope. Just a
Big
couple.
on taxes.
Who knew? Hey, Chicago, we're glad to see you. Well, I mean, just watching, you will find out. But yeah, it's really good. And please read my review. I worked so hard on that review, guys, and I hope everybody will read it and click the like button at the bottom.
Is that like a fire fist?
Yeah, like, I literally spent all day yesterday on that review. Normally, it wouldn't take me so long to write and stuff, but, like, a lot of thought went into that. And plus, we spent a lot of time researching the online features just to make sure we got it just right. Tech Guy says, don't take away Canadian women. Yes. Thank you, Lyle. Interesting. He moved the review to the bottom, or was it already on the bottom? But anyway, yeah. Click on that link, my friends, especially if you're on a computer and you can just open a new tab. That would be bodacious of you. And people who have played it, I would love to hear what you think. Like, do you agree with my criticisms? Do you think I missed anything important? You know, it's always
Yes, I
fun to
agree.
get feedback.
Agree you missed everything important.
Darn it, Tom. You just think it has too many words.
Dude, check out these combos, though.
Well, it did have more than
Yeah.
5 words in it.
Yes, it did.
There's an achievement for 250 combo, if you can get it.
Dang.
Yeah.
The combo co-op online.
Here-
I did learn about that.
So, thank you. I appreciate that. Chris is not only a great friend, but he's a great supporter of my writing too. So, always a good thing. Yeah, but by the way, guys, like, there are little robot enemies in a different level, and you can get one against the wall and just hit it over and over, and you can use that to get your combo, is what I've been told, the combo achievement. Welcome, Unsolved Vixen. We're glad you can chat now. Once again, for people who are just joining us, Saturday Game School takes place every Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. We always stream a different game, and we always give out cool prizes, so I hope you will join us to learn about all kinds of different games, not just beat-em-ups. But I do love me some beat-em-ups. Ah, get up there. Oh
That
no,
just
we
hit
failed
me.
a challenge.
Oh, man.
The Steam. Yeah, you gotta remember about that Steam. It's easy to forget it. I love the giant mousers too. That's a cool feature. And then later on, there's different kinds of mousers, like a mouser humanoid robot. Very cool. Oh, Pavlovian, thank you so much. Look at that. Wow. Pavlovian just said the nicest thing I've ever heard. That's awesome. Well, I hope you'll stick around. You're the kind of audience members
Don't
we
take
need
it
around
too
here.
that's great.
seriously. He was conditioned to say it.
He was conditioned to say it.
I paid him.
Sorry, Tom, you're out. We're bringing in Pavlovian instead.
Gotta boost that confidence, man.
Congratulations, Bob Jones, for winning 99 Vitas. Yeah, the next Steam prize we give out is Dungeons & Dragons Chronicles of Mystara, and that is a seriously great game. It is very, very good, and it's this style of game. It's a 4-player online co-op beat-em-up, you know, plus local. But, wow, it's great. It's sort of like an early Castle Crashers, you could think of it, but with beautiful art by Capcom, you know? So, I hope people will enter for that one when it comes up. I hope that's not the one they just did, or I'll be embarrassed. But it shouldn't be. Yes, here we are fighting the Rat King. He is an important Turtles villain who appears in basically every incarnation. And it's awesome to see him in one of these
Usually
games.
makes it a Splinter episode, too.
That is true, because he is... Obviously, Splinter is weak to him. And he's from the comics. Sweet, I'm glad you like the game too, Spiral.
Yeah, the only problem is, like, yeah, this fight will break the combos. The rats run around too long.
Oh, yeah. They are a pain. Ah! What am I doing? Ah. By the way, besides the combo moves that you probably already know about, you can actually give another player health if their health is in the red. You walk up to them, and you hit the the co-op button, which is left bumper. You'll give them a high five, and it transfers some of your health over to them. Which is, like, not necessarily a practical thing, but it's nice to have the option. Let me do my taunt. My first time playing through the game, as I was working on my review, I played as Mikey, because he is usually my favorite turtle, even though in some versions of the turtles they make him too stupid, you know, to where he's like mentally addled, you know, and it's like, well, I don't need him to be that stupid, you know, I just like when he's funny and lighthearted.
If you stand where I am, they can't get you.
Oh, nice. Good to know. Yeah, Bob points out that some of the health pickups heal everyone instead of just one person, and that is great.
It's the pieces that are double.
That's the good stuff. Take that, rat.
Get down.
Yeah, we got him.
Nice.
Oh, that's so cool. Wow. Pavlovian is also very good at expressing himself. He says it's ironic it's a retro title. You know, it is retro in some ways, but it rekindled his love of gaming. You know, it makes him feel as happy as he did when playing as a kid, and that's awesome. And yeah, I would say that is much the same for me. Although, I mean, I still enjoy lots of games. But yeah, the particular way it scratches the nostalgia itch, you know, it's amazing.
Back when we'd waste all our money at the arcade.
There you go. And by the way, this boss is also from like 2 episodes of the show, and she's a more obscure character. Indeed it is. Can't wait till I load into it. There we go.
There we go.
We're in a trashed mall. Looks like I'm Mikey again. That's
I
fine.
was like, aren't they all, I mean?
I suppose so.
All grade levels. Do you pick your character, or?
It just put me in as
Oh.
Mikey. I don't know what the deal is. And by the way, these foot soldier robots, wasn't there a toy of that, or what are they
Yes.
from?
There was a toy.
It's pretty cool. And look at that, you got a foot soldier working the register over there at that restaurant in the food court. The game has some great humorous touches like that.
The chef
Jordan,
one's
I
my
love you.
favorite.
What are you saying? Jordan wants to be acknowledged. What can I do for you, Jordan? Why didn't you bring Cloven Casey, your Adam Carolla sounding friend? Is he too busy studying Adam Carolla's sound so that he can work on his impression? Tell the truth. Let's take the escalator. I don't like that it just fades out and goes to the next escalator. I guess that probably saved him money, you know? It'd be cooler if we'd actually ride it. Oh, it's a WWE reference. I see. Has Adam Carolla been on the WWE? Oh yeah. Oh, that makes perfect sense, Jordan. You guys are so kinky. By the way, those shirts have a Turtles logo on them, which is cool. Homie Drew's here. That's good. Homie Drew, glad to see you. Yes, that was very amusing. Uh-oh. Jordan... No, Pulse, do you think that's actually true? I always assumed that they were just best friends slash in a relationship together. Maybe both. Okay, cool. But yeah, Global Casey is our friend, but doesn't come around as often as we wish he would. And it turns out he's a streamer, which he never even told me, you know?
These guys are getting wrecked.
Yes, they are. Well, it helps that we've got like half of the
full squad, dude. Yeah.
Exactly.
See, now we have all 4 turtles.
You're waiting for me to mention that he's a streamer? Ah. Yay. That's a good question, Unsolved Vixen. Guys, isn't April playable in Turtles Tournament Fighters? Do you remember, Chris?
No.
I really think she's playable in Turtles Tournament Fighters, which is a one-on-one fighting game. I don't remember her ever being playable in a beat-em-up. Arcade cabinets there, one's called Panzer. I wish those cabinets were like specific Konami games or like some kind of real specific reference to enjoy. But instead, they're just kind of generic. It's Asuka in the SNES version, Pavlovian says, but she was in the Genesis version. Yeah, I remember those versions are all quite different, which is interesting. And the NES version was quite good for an NES game, too. More arcade cabinets, including a big fat one. The big fat one, by the way, it should be a 4-player cabinet, like the Turtles cabinet or something. You know, that would be a little bit better than a big fat one with only a single joystick. Doesn't make any particular sense. Anyway, there's Tempestra. Again, she appeared in 2 episodes of the classic cartoon. It's appropriate for her to appear in an arcade because she was like basically... I don't understand how because I haven't seen the episode, but she came out of a video game, basically. You know, like that one episode of the regular show.
That was great.
Heck yeah. And she summons Toka and Razor, who are technically probably cooler than Tempestra, but whatever. Bob, are you actually signing autographs? And if so, what for? Yeah, Unsolved Vixen, are you a big Turtles fan? Because you joined a little late, but you might have heard I am quite a big fan myself. Our channel's intro and ending both feature obvious Turtles references. Ooh. And
another achievement.
Subscribers get access to 3 different Ninja Turtles emojis. I hope somebody will show them off in chat. There, Jono is on the ball. Look at that. He missed one of them, but still cool. Ah.
So when he walks out, he starts gagging.
There we go. There we go. There's the other one. Javors wanted to see... Oh, Javors, you're dead to me now. Sorry, buddy. Alright, we're going to make you the official stream janitor, and you have to clean up after everybody throws up. Which, of course, is something that happens quite often to our audience. Don't ask me why. Look at VX Latino Lahit being friendly. VX Latino Heat. Said that wrong. I'm forgetting which character I am. That's what I get for reading chat. Anyway. Get her! Ah!
Ooh, got everybody on that one.
Well, the bosses have a lot of health, but actually, a lot of times they go down pretty quickly. It's not even a big deal.
Oops.
Dark Player thinks they should bring back the 1987 TMNT show to compete with the X-Men show.
That would be really interesting if they made a new season of it where they were trying to have it be like the original, but like less silly, you know, like a little bit for grown-ups. As long as they did that and it wasn't like Masters of the Universe Revelation, I'd be all about it. Because, spoiler for people who haven't watched that Masters of the Universe show on Netflix,
you want to bring back the 1987 show, just watch the 2003 show.
Well, the 2003 show is wonderful, but people have specific nostalgia for this version of the Turtles, as you can see by this game being such a huge hit. Yeah, the old X-Men cartoon to me is still good. It has some silly stuff, but for its time it was amazing, and it's still good.
Yeah, and they did more than what kid shows would normally do, too.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it had some serialized storytelling, and it had still one of the best cartoon theme songs of all time.
Yeesh.
Yeah, the X-Men cartoon is old, but they're bringing it back for a new season on Disney Plus, and a lot of us are looking forward to it.
It'll be good.
I sure hope so.
And you can watch all of X-Men on Disney Plus.
Oh, nice. That's good to know.
Yeah, I'm
I
pretty
used to
sure
watch
it's there. If it's not, it's definitely on Hulu.
I watched through all but the last season on Amazon Prime, and then they took it off of Amazon Prime.
Yeah, that's probably when it moved to Hulu.
Makes sense. Yep, just smacked a guy on the ground.
I mean, Disney owns most of Hulu.
Everything.
Yeah, it owns
true.
like 60%, right?
Yeah, it's like 66% or something like that.
In other words, 2/3.
Yeah, which means Disney can do whatever it's want, and everybody's like, darn.
That's true. They have the controlling interest. I love being able to knock enemies into the hole or even throw them off. You know, I've always enjoyed that and beat them up. So
There's a
double
challenge not
whatever.
falling into a hole in this one.
Oh, crap.
I
Oh my god, dude.
People failed already.
Sorry, Tom is like,
we
if there's
failed
a
it.
hole, I'm falling in it.
Yep.
Make your peace
Mike,
with it.
Good, nobody got squashed.
Yeah, that is good. Classic. Neat, little sweet. Raphael's first meeting with Casey.
Hey, I made it this time.
You know, that's true, Pavlovian Spiral. Raphael and the turtles in the comics, they do kill foot soldiers. And they kill, like, basically nobody else, or virtually nobody else. I think as the comic went on, they became more and more about, like, you know, not killing. But with the foot, it's like that's just their duty as ninjas or whatever.
That's why there are a lot of times portrayed as robots, because that's okay to kill them.
Yeah, including in the classic cartoon, which this is based on.
You guys read the Last Ronin comic?
I have not read it, so nobody spoil it. I would get very mad.
Trade
Even though-
paperback.
Yeah, then we will not talk about it then.
Some of the
This
spoilers are
Turtles
unavoidable.
movies all the time.
I'm waiting for the trade paperback of it. I do not. Just talking about casting is not spoiling the story.
It is.
It is.
You're so wrong. Spoiler culture.
I want to
is
hear
ridiculous.
anything.
For Ronin, it is.
Yeah,
It's
well, no. I mean, in a way, yeah. The Last Ronin. It's like the whole story is very secretive, so it's a little bit different. With movies like or TV shows where you can get everything from the trailer or the regular news articles, it's a bit.
Yeah, I don't watch trailers.
yeah, but some
Okay,
people,
most people
the
do.
makers of the thing, are sometimes mad that they do that. So sometimes they don't
yes.
want to do that.
Yeah, it depends. There are trailers that give too much away for sure, including for Doctor Strange Part 2.
I think that's most of them lately. You
Yeah,
just watch
and-
the trailer and know what happens in the movie.
Especially if it's a
Yeah,
Sony movie.
sometimes
like
they're
Sony wants to
literally
give
like
everything
free
away.
summaries, and it's like, why did you make this trailer? You've literally given like all 3 acts.
And the more annoying part is when the trailers are actually better than the actual movie.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
Connor
that's
made
more
it.
common
Those are all
though.
the good parts.
Yeah, 'cause
Alejandro,
the
it's
editor
good
who
to
made
see
the
you.
trailer knew what the best part of the movie was.
Alejandro, how's it going, man?
This happened. Yeah, Alejandro, it's okay that you weren't able to do what I DM'd you about on Discord, but I hope you didn't just ignore it, because that's no fun, considering that's our main way
where's
of
my
talking to each other. But yeah, guys, real quick, I should point out that tonight's prizes were actually donated and or paid for by a lot of our stream regulars. Like, I bought the Steam games just specifically for tonight's stream, you know, and a bunch of our friends, including Perfect Zero, Icky, Human Brian, and Spazpol, pitched in to buy an extra copy of the game to give out. So just a really fun. We don't normally spend our own money on the prizes, but you know, this is a special stream for me and for the channel, and so I thought it would be worth it, and I hope everybody will appreciate that. Just make sure you follow and come back and all that good stuff. Good of you, Pavlov. But yeah, mostly the games we stream, like, we choose them based on what we're able to get as prizes. Like, we specifically try to just stream games that we can get prizes for, you know? But we weren't going to miss a Turtles stream, no way.
Yeah, I get
Good
to
man.
play it again when the collection comes out.
My favorite character, side character. His
Okay.
buddy there.
All right, Kano, I'm going to try not to get annoyed by that. But yeah, you know, you got your lint thing, do your lint thing. I myself, for lint, I gave up cocaine, and so far so good on that, guys.
Nice. That's a tough one.
Thank you, yes. I mean, it's a little bit easier because I've never started it, but
Oh.
still.
He says he never started it, but he just doesn't remember.
Says
Never
that.
started
He doesn't,
it?
he
Oh,
doesn't
really?
remember doing it for some reason.
No, man, say no to drugs, yes to pizza. That's what we say around here. Which is a poster I actually had up in my classroom for you.
And say yes to pizza on drugs.
The heck? Ah,
One's down.
there we go. Good job.
And
Hey, Dementia.
Ninja Turtles were in an anti-drug campaign.
They were.
Yeah, they were in that Saturday Morning All-Stars. Is that what it was called?
They also had, I think, their own ads too.
Probably so. I mean, that poster that I have it may even be a part of it or a reference to it. That's good, Kano. Like, it's not good to just not be able to talk to your friends, you know? There we go. That's what you get, Rocksteady.
Nice.
Yeah, does the game use Bebop and Rocksteady a little too much as bosses? Yes, it does.
Yeah, but they were in like almost the most common.
Every other
That's
episode.
true. In the cartoon, they were there constantly. But, like,
Yeah.
it'd be more exciting if instead we were fighting, like, Mutagen Man or somebody like that here. Achievement, yo. By the way, you may be wondering, Paul, how'd you play through the game and you're still getting the achievements? Well, the answer is I played through it on Steam. So this is my first time playing all the way through on Xbox. Exactly, Vlad. Winners do not use drugs. This is the truth. Darker
They
Place.
don't use drugs. They use a lot of drugs.
Oh, Lord.
And then if they get caught, they don't win anymore. It's taken
guys.
away from them.
Yeah, no. We keep it family friendly around here, you guys. So we're definitely very opposed to drugs. But Brian was.
That's
only
very
kidding.
un-American.
Aw. So this is fun. Another one of the skating. Isn't this level? Doesn't it have the weird '80s song that it's about turtles, but it doesn't sound like turtles? I think it is.
Yeah. I thought
Yeah,
it
it's
was
like-
this level.
It's just a super '80s
Oh, yeah.
song. This song would be at home in the original Transformers animated movie, but the like the Turtles cartoon and the movies never had a song like this. So to me, the sound of it is wrong. But whatever.
It sounds cool. It reminds me of like Power Rangers too.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not that it's a bad song. It's just like it's incongruous with the property to me. But at least it's about the turtles.
Reminds me of like Thundercats. I don't even know.
Really, Thundercats, interesting. But yeah, the Turtles, I'm sorry, the Transformers 1986 movie, which is still great, that had a lot of, 80s rock, and it would have been perfect in that.
Get some pizza.
Yay, pizza. I need it. Cool. I'm glad you noticed that too, Pavlov. So, by the way, we could talk about, as I've mentioned already, Saturday Game School takes place every Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, right? And it's always a different game. Well, next week we are streaming a game called Fogs. Are any of you guys familiar with Fogs? P-H-O-G-S?
Ooh, yeah.
I hear it's a really good co-op game, and my partner Brandy will be back from Europe, so I'm looking forward to playing it with her on stream.
Fox is pretty
I heard
fun.
of it.
Oh, that's good to hear. And
My son and I played for a little bit.
Oh, how cool. How old is he?
He is 8.
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah.
By the way, this level has a really cool background with lots of parallax scrolling. I still think it would have been neat if they had a level, like, set on top of the turtle blimp, Like, that to me would have been an exciting environment to have the level, but whatever. Darker Player, there's an old Famicom game of Transformers, like a, Japanese NES game of it. Not so good, though, that game. Oh, look at that. We got a contest for Dungeons & Dragons Chronicles of Mystara coming up. I totally vouch for that game, guys. I bought 4 copies of it for myself and for Perfect Zero, Icky, and Brandy. And, yeah, I've also got it on Xbox, and a bunch of my friends have it on Xbox, too. It's backwards compatible on Series X and Xbox One, you know? So, highly recommend it.
Someone's glowing red. Take it.
I was going to say Mikey needed
I
it.
should have, huh? Sorry. It takes a lot
Splinter
of
needed.
concentration to talk about whatever. Yeah, don't forget, whenever you have a time like this where you have downtime, it's a good idea to do your taunt to charge up your meter. But we do all have our meters charged up. Look at that, Wingnut and Screw Loose. Or is it just Wingnut?
Just Wingnut.
But Screw Loose is there or not there?
He's not in this game. I'm so disappointed.
Yeah, that's really weird to have Wingnut but not have Screw Loose, because it's like they don't come apart. They only come together. So what a strange decision. But still cool to see Wingnut, which I understand is your favorite mutant, isn't it, Chris?
Side character, because of the Intergalactic Wrestling.
I see, I see. Yeah, he likes him from the old Turtles Adventures Archie comics. Shame on the QA team, Kano says.
Wow, that was a
That was a
pretty bad
Hey, Torquay,
butt whooping there.
Torquay, the Turtles games are going to be given away in the final round of the stream. So, about 30, 45 minutes from now. Yeah. Well, Screw Loose. Were Wingnut and Screw Loose in Turtles Tournament Fighters? Pavlov asks.
Rulus was. I'm not sure about Wingnut.
Wait. Because what does Screw Loose look like? Remind me?
It looks like he has a screw loose.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I look like.
When I saw this character, I was so sad that they didn't have the train level music, because that music is like the best game. That music is great.
Yeah, we could talk about the soundtrack a little bit. You know, it's from T. Lopes, the composer T. Lopes, who composed the Sonic Mania soundtrack, or a lot of it, and also the DLC for Streets of Rage 4. He composed the music on that, which is actually great. I would say this soundtrack is good, but it is not as good as the original arcade game's music, in my opinion.
Can't be the classic, man.
Yeah, I mean, just those Konami composers were very talented back then. Just extremely good at chiptunes and whatnot. But it's still great music, and there are some cool lyrical songs. Like, you'll even hear a little bit on stream if you can hear it over us. But, interestingly, the soundtrack, you know, when you beat the game and the credits roll, there is a song that is not on the actual soundtrack, which is weird. It's like, why would the soundtrack not have the end credit song? But
Possible licensing.
yeah, could be. Turtles Tournament Fighters is Wingnut, no Screw Loose, also weirdly missing. Thank you, Low Sweet. I wonder if there's some kind of licensing issue.
Might be.
Yeah, and someone asked if Usagi Yojimbo was in this. I forget who asked, but it was probably like Chicago or one of our other cool viewers, you know? And Usagi Yojimbo does not appear in this, but it would be really cool to see him as DLC. Exit Mouse, thank you for the follow. Darker Player asks if the developer of this game got bought. Tribute Games is independent, and Dotemu is the publisher. Both of them make really, really good games, so like I'm grateful for both of them in the video game world. Cerberus and Usagi. Yeah, see, here's the problem with Cerberus. You may not know this, but the guy who wrote the comics of Cerberus, he's a total MRA guy. You know, like he's a real woman hater and just a truly awful human being. Like, as the Cerberus comics were going on, he went kind of crazy. And so, unfortunately, Cerberus, even though it was kind of fun when he appeared in the original comic, like, if you know about him, it's really hard to think of him and not think of the hateful ideas that work their way into the comic over time. Yeah, if you read about him on Wikipedia, or, you know, there may be some articles, but it's not good stuff. But he did appear in an early comic with Renette. You know, wouldn't it be cool if Renette was in this? She didn't appear in the original cartoon. She's a time-traveling lady, and she's kind of a ditzy bimbo. She's appeared in most of the shows, but not in the original show. She was in 2003, she was in the 2012 one. Low Sweet says they should do an X-Men beat 'em up next. Wouldn't that be cool if they did like a spiritual sequel to the X-Men arcade game?
Oh, that'd be so sweet.
Yeah, these exact same
cool.
people, give it to them because they knocked it out of the park with this one, and people love X-Men too.
I like, especially since, I mean, Turtles in Time and all the old Turtles games weren't available now. They're about to be. It's like all the old X-Men ones aren't available.
That would be incredible. That's a really exciting thought. You know, we'll have to see. Surely Tribute and Dotemu see that this is a success. Like, they have not announced DLC, but I'm 100% positive they will do DLC.
They clarified it's like the game has to do that, and then they'll make it.
Yeah, so they're not going to just announce it right off the bat, because for one thing, if they even do DLC, it'll probably be like in a year. You know, it's not going to be right away. Streets of Rage 4's DLC did not come out that soon after the game came out.
Yeah, because they did it after the game launched.
Yeah, and 2D art like this, it takes a long time.
All right, everybody pick a balloon.
Okay,
Not the same balloon.
I'll do the top one. All right, ready? Pop it. Look at this weird minigame. This should be its own separate minigame that you can play from the map. That would be a nice feature. What would you get from it? I don't know, but they still should add that. Oh, Jordan says this game is a lot more fun than Streets of Rage. I really like Streets of Rage 4, but it is a little harder than I would like it to be. Like, Streets of Rage 4 needs a more casual mode, you know? Like, still the arcade mode, but just more casual and not butt hard, you know? That would be nice. But I mean, Streets of Rage 4, it has some great depth, great music, great art. It's a truly... Most people who are really into beat-em-ups consider it the pinnacle of the genre. And I'm basically in agreement with them. But this one is right up there. Darker Player says somebody was Splinter's kid. Are you talking about Karai, or who are you talking about? There's no telling. Yeah, thank you, Torky. I'm glad you know about Cerberus as well. That is the problem with him. Like, Usagi Yojimbo, by the way, does not belong to Nickelodeon. You know, like, he's not a Turtles property. Even though he cameos in Turtles stuff, it's always, like, with agreement from Stan Sakai, who owns him. And there's a Usagi Yojimbo Netflix show coming up, which is oddly about his son and not about him, but it'll still be cool. By the way, you got this fun whack-a-mole thing going on here with Leatherhead, so at least the Leatherhead fight is a lot different from the Turtles in Time fight. Also, I just love how the punk frogs zoom by in the background constantly. That's hilarious.
Well, I never noticed that before.
They throw stuff to you every once in a while, too.
Yeah, I agree, Lyle. The gameplay is not bad at all. It's quite good. And I talk about the gameplay in depth in my review at Co-Optimus, so I hope everybody who hasn't done so will read that review, because, boy, it took a lot of work, guys.
Got him.
I'm sure Jono or somebody will share the link again.
Got it.
That'd be excellent. Go team! It is so fun playing through this with a buttload of friends. I love it. Thank you, Lyle. Thank you. You're the best, Lyle. Thank you. Jono, take the night off. Icky's got you covered. Why haven't we made Jono a mod yet?
Get that power outlet in the cream soup.
He'd be a totally appropriate mod. Sometime soon, Jono. I mean, you joined Discord, so I can't say, well, it's because he's not on Discord anymore. Yeah, and by the way, guys, we do have a Discord, and I hope a lot of you will consider joining it if you haven't already. It's a little more active than many small streamers' Discords. Like, it's not as active as I would like it to be, but it's still decently active, and there's always some kind of chat going on every day.
Way more active than mine.
Yeah, you know, Sperry, I had this idea. I mean, I'm not, like, suggesting this, but I always thought it would be better if a bunch of small streamers got together and just, like, shared one Discord server, and then that way they could build up the population and everybody would benefit from it, you know?
You know, honestly... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say that's better than having a bunch of Discords that are ghost towns.
Yeah, for sure. There's a couple, actually, that I subscribe to that are just like that.
How cool.
It's like 2 or 3 smaller streamers, yeah, and they all get together.
That's not bad. And I did have another friend who was a streamer, and we gave him his own channel and stuff, but he was no good at actually, like, building it, you know, like at bringing in people who would chat.
Oh, yeah. It's hard. I mean, there's so many to join, too.
There's a lot to join, and then you have all these people who like games, and they even like Twitch, but they're just afraid to download a new app or something, or I don't know what the reticence is, but it's annoying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because Discord is such a really good thing. Like, it's good for playing games online together. It's good for just keeping up with friends and such, you know? And I wish more people would give it a shot. But No Pulse points out, there are too many Discords. That's true, No Pulse. There are. I mean, I'm a member of about 10, you know, and every now and then I'll leave one or two that I'm not really active in. Look at these Mouser robots. They're so cool.
There's the game Discords, too. So, like, each development company has their own now.
Yep, like I joined the developers Discord for this, Tribute Games. I'm on their Discord now, and like it's a fun place to talk about turtles. But yep, just another Discord in the pile. Oops, I didn't mean to do that.
Agreed, Kano. He does write good reviews.
Thank you very much. Yeah, Kano is a very good friend. He used to co-host with us a lot and play games with us and stuff. Yeah, that's true, Tech Guy. So yeah, obviously you can't just join all the Discords, but I promise ours is a pretty decent one to be in, and the more people who support it, the better it will be.
Where's my character?
I hope someone shared the link to the Discord. Did we share the link? Oh yeah, that's true, No Pulse. The default notification settings are crazy. You do have to silence, you know, I mean, you just need to have it to where,
the default is like, oh, you want to hear, like, every message that happens in this server.
Yeah. And it's like you need to hear when somebody @s you, you know, when somebody mentions you. That's what you need to hear. And maybe @ everyone, depending on how much you like the server, you know? But it is a thing you can fix.
It's a little extreme.
For sure. That's an interesting way to put it, Royal Bob. He compares it to forums.
I mean, it's pretty close to forums. It's just the only harder bit is, like, yeah, you can't see, like, non-live content as easy.
Well, that Bob, Royal Bob, he's a pretty decent supporter of our Discord. He's not so good at, like, he likes to say things. He's not so good at reading people's replies to them, which I don't get. But, you know, we're still glad to have him around. This level is a fun level, by the way.
Oh, wrong button!
Oh,
I'm glowing!
Somebody got him. Good. Yeah, that's radical mode, which is kind of neat, but I wouldn't say it adds a lot to the game or anything. Yeah, no, Pulse, you don't want to mute the whole server. You just want to have it to where you only get notified of the mentions. Like, the mentions are what's important. For the rest, like, just knowing when people are talking in a channel, you can just go look at the channel and see if people said anything or not. It's not hard. Interesting, Royal Bob. By the way, Sperry, who is currently hosting the game on Windows for us, do you have any experience with Turtles? You know, did you like them as a kid?
I did like them as a kid. I had a bunch of the action figures growing up, too. I was mentioning The Last Ronin earlier as well.
Oh, yeah. Right.
I've read most of those. It's a really good storyline. Yeah, I always liked the cartoon, too. And my brother used to take me, I have a much older brother who would take me to the arcades. And this was definitely one of the ones we would play the most.
That's sweet. Yeah, if you gave me $5, I would go to the arcade and play through Turtles 1 just with all $5, you know?
Oh, yeah. I don't think we ever beat it, but we got close a couple times.
Oh.
We also didn't have much money, so there's that.
That's a factor, obviously. Look at that, we're fighting Metalhead, who also was in Turtles in Time. You tell him, Spaz. Yeah, no, you can learn strategies to do better in the arcade version. You know, like the Xbox 360 version, which Chris and I have talked about before. The 360 version has some challenging achievements. Like, there's one for beating it with, like, maybe only 3 continues or something. But I've done all that. Like, you just have to look up strategies and make sure you use them.
Yeah, the 360 remake.
Not remake, just the 360 version of the first Turtles game.
The arcade one, yeah.
Yeah, it was the first time you could own the real arcade game at home, because there was an NES game, but it was way different. You know, I mean, like, it was much stripped down, of course. But Turtles in Time, the sequel, that got a 3D remake on the 360 and PlayStation. Spraynard, welcome to the stream. Interesting name there.
Well, what's up, Spray?
Nard is not that different from the word nad, which just came up in your stream just the other day, Sperry.
Yeah. It's true.
That's an interesting challenge you gave us, thinking of 10 body parts that only have 3 letters.
Oh, right. That was a tough one. There was a couple that I couldn't get either.
If I had enough time and I was like writing them down, you know, maybe I could have gotten there, but yeah, I sure couldn't think of them all. Just
I think that was the problem. The nad. Nips. Nips was good too.
Yeah, that was funny. And the T word, but we won't say it. That's what she said,
turtle?
Spaz Pull. Sorry, Spaz, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's true. The NES version of the first Turtles arcade game did have 2 exclusive levels. It had
Are we to 11?
If we just did 10, then we're going to.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, 11 is the one that's like weirder to get to.
We'll miss you, Lyle. Hey, look, it's a Triceraton with annoying things on his horns. But anyway, yeah, the NES version of the first Turtles arcade game had 2 exclusive levels, a snow level and a Japanese shogunate level, or I don't know even what you would call it, but just a level set in Japan with samurai and stuff.
Shogun was the bad guy at the end of the level.
There you go.
Is that because of the Turtles 3 movie?
Maybe.
I don't think it was a reference to that. I think it was just like, hey, what is this game missing? And they just thought of different
Added
things.
Japanese stuff.
Yeah, but
I do love the level.
Yeah, if you're wondering, guys, like the NES it was an 8-bit system, right? And the arcade game was 16-bit. So the NES could not really replicate the graphics and, you know, the fanciness of the arcade game. But it's like, well, they had enough storage where they could stick in a new level, so that's what they did, and, you know, just to add more value to it. Here you can see we are fighting Triceratons. I bet Pavlov knows all about Triceratons. They're a classic enemy of the Turtles, and apparently they appeared in the 1987 series, although I never saw that episode or episodes.
The later seasons.
Gotcha. Yeah, interesting thing about the classic arcade, like the very first classic arcade game, it's based on like maybe the first 5 or 10 episodes of the cartoon. Like, it is based on very early stuff, so it's missing a lot of things from later seasons, and it's got these enemies where it's like, okay, they appeared in one episode ever, but they're not like important, you know? But like that's all they had to work with when they developed it. But it's cool that this game uses stuff from later seasons. Hey, Starboy Justin, welcome to the stream. I hope you have followed. I don't think I saw a notification for it, but they were in the original show. Go to Other Earth was also in the... Is it really? Oh, well, thank you, Justin. I appreciate it. Just another quick reminder, and everybody please forgive me for vamping so much, but Saturday Game School takes place every Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. We always stream a different game 50 weeks out of the year, and we give out cool prizes, usually copies of the game we're streaming. So I hope you guys will tune in regularly and win some cool prizes from us. Next week we are streaming the game Fogs, and we will give out Xbox copies of it. 5 different collectibles. Yay, that was an achievement. Very easy achievement. Yeah, that's true, Dementia. The very first game had really nice Michael Dooney artwork based on the comic. That was a poster. The cover that they used for the NES game, it was a poster that you could buy, and they just, you know, they decided to use it for the game. Great artwork, too. And the poster, it was like a redo of a classic comic cover. Like, there's a classic cover where the art was not nearly as good, you know? And then later on, Michael Dooney, I believe, was the artist who redid it and made it all fancy looking. Oh, here's a fun Turtles fact, guys. Did you know that I, Paul, had a letter printed in the original Turtles comic? It's true. In school, in my English class, we had an assignment to write a letter to a business, right? So I wrote a letter to Mirage Studios. And they actually published it in either issue 46 or 47 of the comic. I forget which one. But it was a little bit before the City at War storyline. So, yeah, if you have those issues, you can read what Kid Paul thought about the Turtles, which is pretty sweet. And for getting my letter published in their, in the comic, Mirage Studios sent me an autographed copy of... God, what is that word? It was like a word... It was a comic that had Fujitoid in it. It was like started with a G, like... It's not Gizmoplex, Gadzooks or something. Gobbledygook, that was it. They sent me an autographed copy of Gobbledygook, which is like their anthology comic. Oh, you didn't know that, Chris? Yeah, it's either 46 or 47. It's probably 46, but I don't want to swear to it.
So if is it okay for me to read it if I go get that issue? Because I'm pretty
sure. Yeah, you could. I wouldn't want you to say my last name, but yeah, you can read it. Although everybody can get my last name.
You can get like a digital copy. It'd be the easiest way.
Interesting. But everybody... People could see my last name anyway, just from Co-Optimus, from reading the reviews, but we just try to keep it off the stream. Yes, I do have a copy of the comic. Not right here on me, obviously, but... Yeah, so Captain Zork, those things on his horns are dumb looking. I don't like that about his design.
Horn cozies? You don't like keep your horns nice and warm?
They're just dumb looking. They take away from the, the silhouette, which should just be a regular Triceratops silhouette. Take away from it a bit.
I think he's smart, keeping his horns nice and toasty.
Keeps them sharp that way.
They do have blood in them.
Does it keep them sharp, or does it prevent him from sharpening them?
Oh.
I know, I think we lost Pavlov because he hasn't said anything, and I was totally talking hardcore Turtles stuff.
I think you have dementia.
It won't fly. That's funny.
You gotta be like poke him.
Maybe I do have. It's got some buggy netcode, that's for sure. Dementia asks how many levels the game has. The answer is 16 levels. Which, if you were to combine the first two arcade games together, they either had 16 or 18 levels. I'm not 100% sure. But it's basically the length of both of those games put together.
There's bonus levels too? Did I see that?
No.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
But, like, I've seen some people online complain about the length. They're like, it's only 2 hours long. It's not worth $25. But it's like...
That's the length of an arcade game.
Yeah, I mean, arcade games are like 1 hour or less.
No beat 'em up that long.
Yeah, beat 'em ups don't last that long because, I mean, like, it gets a little repetitive. You don't want it to go on that long.
They're designed around replayability because originally they were designed to be super hard cash grabs.
Yeah, and this game, it does have a lot of replayability. Not as much as, like, Castle Crashers or a real action RPG type beat 'em up, but it's still, like, there's a lot of... They want you to play through and max out all 7 characters. That will take you a lot of hours. And it's a game that's so fun to play with your friends that you're going to play it a bunch, especially if you really love Turtles. Oh, Jordan, that would have been awesome. What difficulty were you playing on?
It's like Turtles in Time can be beaten in less than 30 minutes, because I have done that.
Yeah, exactly. So you don't want it to... I mean, plus, this game uses all this gorgeous... It's got all this gorgeous 2D artwork and such, right? Well, that stuff takes time and money to make. So, like, you can't just have a 10-hour game with this level of art unless they're charging $60 for it. And,
Watch the fans.
It's better to have it be just a $25 game, in my opinion.
Yep.
Oh, gotcha, Jordan. Yeah, that would have been cool.
I was really surprised by this price point of the game, actually, when it came out.
Oh, that's too bad that you're missing the specific issue, Low Sweet. It would have been neat. Yeah, I need to scan it and put it on Facebook, though. I've never gotten around to doing that. And just a reminder, I already said it earlier in the stream, but my name, EastXTwitch, is based on the name Eastman, as in Kevin Eastman, co-creator of the Turtles. I used to actually go by Eastman, if you were to look at the packaging for the Sega Saturn Netlink browser upgrade box that they released for the Sega Saturn a while back, I was chatting in a screenshot as Eastman, which also is another little thing I always got a huge kick out of, right? But over time, the name Eastman would be taken to too many different websites, so I switched to EastX because it was easier to type and also less likely to be taken.
Donatello, get the pizza.
Ah. Who needs it? Don?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
Good job.
Those stupid things tore me up.
Yeah, exactly. Some games are meant to be replayed. So if you only measure a game in like the length of a single playthrough, you're really doing yourself a disservice and the game.
Oh, yeah, some games can be beaten in 10 minutes.
Yep. It's like not only does this game have the gorgeous pixel art, which has got to be the most expensive part of the development, but it's got the real Turtles voice actors and all this music with a few big guest stars and such. That stuff costs money. It adds to the value of the game, so of course the price has to reflect it.
And it is on Game Pass for PC and Xbox.
Oh yeah, there you go. So if you got it PC or Xbox, just
so you can technically get the game for $10.
Yeah, play it. If you only want to play it once, play it that way, and then you can be done with it.
You can't say that it's not worth $10.
Yeah, anybody who makes that complaint, though, they're just being a bit shallow, so can't expect them to actually think things out properly. By the way, look what we're doing right here. If we could keep this mouser from ever landing... Oh, he landed. That sucks. Yeah, it is a lot of fun, Alejandro. We were just saying it's on Game Pass, so you could play it that way.
I bought this game 3 times before it even came out.
That's wild. And you know, I would be buying the Switch version from Mexico if I could change my region. But I can't change it till my stepdaughter gets back in a month, which is really annoying.
Why would you
buy another Switch?
Because the Mexico price for pre-ordering was like
$10.
Yeah, it was like $10. It was a super good.
Apparently, they don't think it'll sell well in Mexico or something.
Well, it also has to do with just exchange rates and such.
Yeah,
you know, like people in Mexico are poor, unfortunately. Well, there you go, Alejandro. You can play it that way on PC or Xbox. In fact, 3 of the people who are playing with us on stream here are playing from the PC Game Pass version.
Yep.
It's also on the cloud, so you can play it on anything that has a web browser.
Yeah, no, Alejandro, obviously not every single person is, but like my family, for instance, from Mexico, they're dirt poor, you know? Like, I feel for them. There's a huge gulf in wealth between the upper class and the lower class there, as I'm sure you know.
So you're saying they live in the world?
No, I mean much bigger than in America, even. Like,
So
we
you're
stayed
saying they
at...
have more billionaires?
When I was... Here's an example. When I went to visit my family in Mexico when I was very young, and back when Turtles had just come out, by the way, but like we stayed somewhere where if you had to go to the bathroom, you did it in a bucket because they just did not have plumbing.
Nice.
No, they just made you do that, Paul.
Oh, that's cold.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
no,
I was
mean,
born in
like-
a third world country, so trust me, I know.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of Mexico is like that. Not all of it. There's big cities and whatnot, but the small places. Oh, nice. They have Black Friday now in Mexico. That's good. Look at that. It's Krang. They finally reassembled his body. We couldn't stop it.
We tried real hard.
Well, that's
Because
a
we
very
always stood
optimistic
around while they were
attitude,
getting off the
Alejandro.
stuff.
No Time says we're spoiled. Are we spoiled because we have plumbing? No Time, because like I just don't want to live without plumbing. I don't think.
Yeah,
that
that's
deluxe.
not really called being spoiled. That's just having basic human rights.
Yes,
I'm pretty sure plumbing is not a right.
At this point,
It is.
Well,
In the United States, it's
Better than a hole.
yeah. I mean,
It's a luxury.
Can you imagine other people in the United States living without plumbing? It's not a
mean,
thing
There are
to do.
people in the
The
U.S.
alternative
there
is
people in the United
typhoid and
States living
cholera
without
and-
plumbing.
Yeah, no. Chicago asks me what's my favorite Turtles game. Well, to answer your question, Chicago, it's this one. But I do really love the arcade games, and I have a soft spot for Turtles Out of the Shadows, which is not a great game, but it has a lot of really cool fan service. Like, it has a really good version of the classic Turtle Power Rap. I love that. Yeah, no, maybe blessed, No Time. You could say we're blessed, because we have... I mean, imagine living without that. It would just suck so much. Ow! No water, Alejandro says. Yeah, Out of the Shadows is a really interesting Turtles game. I don't think it's backwards compatible, is it? Chris
No.
would know. Yeah,
No.
That's a huge shame because it's just such an interesting game. I mean, it has problems, but actually,
It
Mutants
was
in Manhattan is much
very
better, I'd say.
unwell received, so they kind of dropped it.
Yeah, it's a shame. I mean, firstly, it had this really ugly art style for the turtles, like a weird art style where they were a little more realistic looking in the face, and it didn't look good. I mean, they look better than the Michael Bay movie turtles, you know, where they have.
You mean the turtles that were gonna be aliens?
Yeah, I mean those turtles are hideous. They look like Shrek, right? I hate those turtles. But the Out of the Shadows turtles are not so great looking either. It's just not a good design, and I can't believe they went with it. But it was a game. I mean, it was an interesting game, and the fan service was so cool. So I still remember it fondly for that reason. Oh, also the very first Game Boy game is very good. You know, it was an
the
action
Ubisoft
platformer.
ones. Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean the first Game Boy game, which was from Konami. But yeah, the Ubisoft Game Boy Advance games were good too. And yeah, we've got that collection coming up, the Cowabunga collection, and I'm not sure I'll get a review copy. You know, I should, but Konami is very hard to work with for review copies and things. And they're actually publishing that one, you know? So I'm not sure I'll get a review copy, but maybe if I have time, I'll review it anyway. It just depends on when it comes out. If it's over the summer, I can do it. Just during the school year, maybe not. Good luck, everybody!
Now that this is out, the collection one should be, like, in a pretty soon.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, people expected the collection to come first, but it just didn't happen.
Yeah, that's because they never, it was announced first.
Hey, Exit Mouse, welcome to the stream.
No.
Good luck, everybody. And just so you know, if you win the contest, you give us your email address, and we subscribe you to our weekly newsletter. We send out one newsletter a week, and we include lots of cool stuff in it, like the list of contest winners, so you can always see who won what. And we give you a schedule that lets you know what we're streaming next. We give store links for whatever game we are streaming. And I just try to write some interesting things about what I've been up to lately, like what games and shows I've been doing and whatnot. So it's a good newsletter, and it's just once a week. Like, we're not gonna spam your inbox or anything. But I hope everybody will subscribe if they haven't already. They should. In fact, Sperry just subscribed last week after he won a copy.
Did it? That's great. How do you pick what game you guys are going to stream next?
Well, like I said, one thing I do is I email, I'll take a day and I'll email 20 or 30 game developers and publishers, right? And I'll ask them for prizes. And whoever says yes, well, those are the games we stream for the most part. But then I have to, then I think about, okay, what's good when, and I'll work out the schedule after the prizes come in. But it's not easy. The hustling for prizes, it's hard work. I'll spend 2 or 3 hours on the emails, right? And then we might get 3 prizes back, so it's it's a lot of effort to have to constantly be asking for more prizes.
Oh, for sure. Sounds like a lot of work.
But I really like hooking people up with free games. I just love that feature of our stream.
Yeah, it's sweet. I know I'm a small streamer, but I'd like to incorporate that in the future.
Right on. Well, you'll keep growing, dude, and then you'll be able to do it more often, or eventually. Oh no, Splinter. Who's Splinter? It's not me. I'm Mikey. Is it Wolfie?
Who's Splinter? Oh, there we go. I'll bet he gets electrocuted.
Wolfie, did you take a bathroom break in the middle of the level?
My batteries died.
Oh.
Interesting, Jordan. Well, I'm glad you like it. Yeah, good luck, everybody. And just so you know, we gave out 1 Xbox copy, right? But we're also giving out 1 copy for any non-Xbox system. Whoever wins, we will buy you a copy of the game. You just have a digital copy of the game. So you'll let us know, and you'll give us your email address, and we will send you a copy later tonight or tomorrow. So,
and I fell right down the hole.
Be aware.
Again.
Crap.
You guys keep following.
But I encourage the people who are not for Stadia, no. But I encourage the people who are entering to go for the Steam version, because the Steam version would be the easiest one to give you. But we'll make it work, whichever one it is. Man, did that guy I really liked, did he say bye before he left? Because now I miss him. He was like a super good new chatter. Hey, look at those backgrounds. They look like the level from Pac-Man.
Sometimes everybody can't stay for the whole stream.
I know, but you should say bye when you leave. That is a big thing that I believe in. Alejandro, I'm glad you're here. Definitely. Of course, I really like you as well.
Can't wait to see the end of this game.
Well,
It's the furthest I've seen so far.
I'll try not to.
Oh,
miss it.
really?
The game kept crashing. Chrome Dome.
Yep.
Chrome Dome, this is a cool choice. Like, I did not see the cartoon he appeared in. He appeared in 2 episodes. But I've seen the toy of him, you know? So he's a robotic shredder, basically. And it's really cool that they worked him into the game. And this is a fun boss fight.
He can't be
Back
hurt.
back to the old shredder fight. You toss
Yeah.
him at the screen.
Yeah, toss him at the screen, guys. That's the
Up.
best thing you can do
Up.
here. Grab him and do down and attack once you grabbed him. There we go. What if you never leave? Yeah, Javors, just stick around. That's even better, dude. Well, thank you, Chicago. I appreciate that. They may not count you as a viewer if you're... Like, you can't just stay in the channel forever and never do anything, you know? They may not count you as an actual viewer that way, but... I do appreciate you keeping the tab open. That's a nice thought. Oh boy. Some of us have to work on our... Look at I high-fived April. That was fun. I was just going to say, some of us have to work on our throwing. Every party ends. Hey, Guardian Owl, it's nice to see you, dude. Yes, it does have a lot of invincible frames, that's for sure. Oh, Splinter, why didn't you throw it? Once
I
again,
didn't realize I grabbed.
to throw him towards the screen, you do down and attack at the same time.
I didn't know I grabbed.
Ah.
So he can't be hurt though until he goes back there. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's only damageable when he returns from the toss.
Crikey.
And I skipped the tutorial.
Well,
so
Chicago, I mean,
roll
we're
the-
glad you've been around so much lately, because for a little while we didn't see you, right? And it's really nice to have you back, so, of course, I'm not complaining. And it's nice when Firelight stops by, too. We like you both a lot. And I still think you should come visit me whenever you're in Texas. Ah! No!
That's it.
Yeah, we got him, finally! Take that, Chrome Dome.
Like,
Hey,
half
there's
of us are on
Firelight.
fire.
Excellent. What if you simply pass away? Spraynard, I hope nobody will die during the stream. But if they do, we'll send flowers, you know, like we'll offer them our sincere condolences.
Wow.
Whoops, hit the wrong button again. My bad.
That's fine.
Died during the stream, doing what he loved.
He died doing nothing. Just the way he lived.
We should give all of the stuff to the people who want collectibles.
Oh yeah, let's
Yeah,
go
we
turn in
haven't
the
been turning them in.
collectibles. Can we do that real quick?
You want to
It
go
gives you
back? Go ahead.
points.
Wait,
Will that give us?
are we done with this one? Oh no!
Yep.
After we'll go back and do it in a minute. Let's get the last crystal. We'll turn that in. Then we go back for the very last level. Then we can turn in the others.
Yeah, because the last red crystal. But we could do all the others, because we do have all the other ones now.
Way to go,
You won.
contest winners! Who won the random
Go for it.
platform version? And what did they win? Vinny, did you win? Uh-oh.
We doing 14?
Oh, yeah, let's go on to the next level.
All right,
Sorry.
cool.
We'll get the crystal,
No,
then
it's
we'll
all
turn
good.
the crystals in.
I already had it apparently because I got
Prehistoric
the points.
Turtlesaurus. So here we have a
Skateboard mode.
level... Yeah, this level is half skateboarding and half regular beat 'em up, which is fun.
Gotta dodge the rocks.
Tom's going to see how many rocks he can hit. I already know.
It's very
But it warns
rocky.
you where they're coming from, so if you didn't want to get hit, it's not too tall an ask. Yes, Guardian Owl, good call. It is Slash who will be fighting. And Slash is another boss where it's not that exciting to fight an old boss again, but they did change how he acts, you know? So it's not exactly repetitive. Way to go, Vinny! Okay, Vinny, if you're the winner, Vinny, send me a message on Discord and let me know how you want to receive your prize and we'll work it out.
Xbox.
Did he pick Xbox?
No, I think he won it.
Or he won the Xbox one. Who won the one that was supposed to not be for Xbox? That's fun. Chicago? People are just congratulating everyone. Hey, look at that. We just did a co-op move. I threw Splinter. Did you see that?
Thin bit one.
Vinny, you
That's
say?
okay. Iggy knows who really won.
Okay, yeah, because just that's not helpful, you guys. Lordy. Just congratulating everyone. Congratulations, Spazpole.
Tell him nobody won. Take it away from him.
By the way, guys, this level has us fighting pizza monsters. They're from a particular episode of the show that had a VHS release, and there's been a NECA toy of them. So it is pretty cool to see.
And they
them
don't
in the
look
game.
very similar to a certain other thing.
Well, maybe they do look a bit like xenomorphs, but they're made out of pizza, and that's fun.
Pizza morphs.
You're welcome, No Time for Games. I mean, thank you for always hanging out with us and for being a subscriber. Very awesome of you. Javor's, I wish I could. Like, I just can't afford it. And also, I don't really have space for a lot of physical collectibles, so I'm very choosy about physical collectibles. If I could afford it, though, I would do it in a heartbeat. Like, I would... There'd be no doubt. But by the way, guys, speaking of collecting physical things, I already told Brian about this, but I'm trying... Did you see that in the background? Slash shows up and he winks at you, which is very fun. What do you mean, Darker Player? I mean, they're basically the same, aren't they? I'm not looking at a picture from the cartoon right now, but they gotta be pretty similar. But speaking of collecting physical things, guys, regular viewers of the stream will know that I'm a huge arcade collector. Like, I've got, how many arcade machines do I have? Like, I don't know, 10 or more arcade machines. Which takes up a lot of space, believe me, because I'm not a rich person who has a big house or anything. But yeah, I collect them and I love them. And I'm hoping to get a pinball machine this coming week. So we're going to see if that really works out or not. Because basically, here's what happened. There's a particular pinball machine that I've really been wanting, right? And this guy on Facebook, like in a post related to them, he mentioned that he had gotten this particular machine for like $200 less than it normally sells for. And he got it from this little website, you know, like one of those little websites where they look like a scam website, maybe, you know. But he said he got it from them, and he has a photograph of having it and everything on his profile, so, like, I pretty much believe him. And so I ordered from this site, and they've given me a tracking number. They just haven't actually shipped it yet, but supposedly it'll be coming this week. And I'm hoping it really does, because it would be awesome to have a real pinball machine, you know? Well, a real digital pinball machine, I should say. Yeah, no, but that's the thing. Like, I did a scam search for it, because obviously if you're ordering from some little website, you have to check, right? So, like, the scam review website did not find that it was likely to be a scam. It was likely not to be, right? So, it's got a decent chance. Does anybody know what that little golden idol does? Because it doesn't
drops
seem
the boulder.
Oh, okay, because it's not a regular collectible. Hey, Tyler!
Yeah, it drops that boulder.
No, I paid with Affirm, Tyler, because, you know, like, I don't have a big chunk of cash just sitting around until I get paid in a week. But, yeah, I pay with Affirm, and if it does not arrive like it's supposed to, then I'll just tell Affirm, and they'll get my money back, similar to PayPal. But
we got a floating bad guy bug up there.
Hey, look at that, it's a neutrino. Everybody loves the neutrinos, don't they? Interesting, Low Sweet. Interesting suggestion. Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, there is a chance that it's a scam, but there's also enough evidence that it may not be a scam that it was worth the gamble. Especially because, like I said, if it doesn't work out, I can just tell the person I used to pay for it and the company I used to pay for it, and they'll fix it for me.
That's nice.
Yeah. And do I know where we're going to put that pinball table? No, I don't. But we'll make it happen somehow. Assuming it all works out, of course I will take photographs and I'll share them in next week's newsletter. And on Twitter. And Facebook. Tempest arcade cabinet, Spazpole? Spazpole, you can get a nice arcade 1-up Tempest cabinet for like $500 or so. You know, we should talk about it if you're really interested in Tempest. Take that! Oh, he ran away. By the way, if you get hit by his boulder, you get flattened in this really cute way. I love it. Chicago, that would be really cool. See, I'm still paying child support on my daughter, whom I haven't seen in a year, which is horrible. But in about 3 years, I will not have to pay child support on her anymore. I mean, it's not seeing her part that's horrible. But anyway, once I don't have child support anymore, then I'll do better on income, and we do plan to get our own place. Hey, Carnage, welcome! Look, it's our friend Carnage, a big achievement hunter. We had fun hanging out with him when we did the Rift Track stream. Also, just maybe 2 weeks ago, I watched him play Rogue Legacy 2 on stream, which was fun.
Great game.
Chris, you got to do it sometime. But
He's giving us the fist.
the question is, do you ask for forgiveness after, or do you simply work hard enough to talk her into?
All right, now we want to
We're gonna
go
go
and
back
turn
and do
into
the-
stuff. By the
Yeah,
way.
let's go
This
turn
one?
in that one. Yeah,
The crystals?
yeah.
Well, all of them.
all of them. Yeah.
Oh, all of them.
Oh wait, we still didn't get our third crystal, apparently.
Oh, we didn't find it.
Dang.
Oh,
maybe,
we missed
maybe
it.
we get it from the next level.
No, you get it from that one.
Lyle says I'm getting old.
You want to get this level too?
Well, we
Go back?
can turn in the other ones.
Yeah, go back to turn in all the other ones.
Because we've done all the Dimension X levels, is that right?
Yep.
No, we gotta do
No,
this
there's
one.
one more.
No, we still have one more. Let's do the one more, then let's turn them in when we get, you know.
Okay. I thought it was in Slash.
How many neutrinos do you need? 4? Or I think
3.
you need 4, right? 3?
3. It's 4 of the punk frogs, but only 3 of the neutrinos, I believe. Low sweet, definitely. April, are you able to move? Good.
I can't move. Let me see if it's a... Okay, that's
No,
what it
no,
was.
everybody seems to be moving.
Poor Tom is holding the controller upside down.
No, I had it on my other screen.
Thank you, Firelight. That's true, that was Shredder's revenge, but don't worry, we're still going to get him. And by the way, wait till you hear the music it plays when you're fighting Shredder. It is very dramatic and cool.
Spoilers.
I mean, you
Oh,
could
we're on
like the game. You're gonna fight Shredder. He's in the game.
Yeah, it's called Shredder's
Maybe.
Brian was
It's like now explaining more past that. Now that could
Yeah, no, yeah, I
Yeah.
wouldn't do that. But I mean, this is the level where we see
saying
him, so.
Shredder is a bad guy in the game. I would say.
Oh, he's the hero. He's getting his revenge.
On the Tribute Games Discord, you know, the developers Discord, there's some people who talked about, like, what if they did DLC and they had enemies from the Red Skies season of Turtles? You know, the classic cartoon, it went on for 10 years, right? And the last 2 or 3 years were these really weird Red Skies seasons.
They wanted more censoring too.
But I mean, nobody likes those last seasons, you know, although they had some interesting enemy characters, apparently, because Shredder's not the main bad guy anymore, and nor is Krang, so it's different. It's a different cast and a different art style. Really weird, you know, like, I haven't watched much of them. Our friend Chris, Chris Lowsweet, he really didn't like that final season, I know that. But it would be interesting just fighting some bad guys. But, like, if they were to even add them, which I really don't think they would do, period. But if they were going to, like, say they had a DLC pack with, like, 3 new levels, then maybe, like, 1 level would be themed after the Red Sky seasons, and that actually would be fine. Like, that's not going to bug anybody. But, like, they're not going to do a whole DLC pack on it, because nobody even likes those seasons, so it'd be a real strange thing to do.
I don't think there's a
They
shortage.
could do, I don't know. I feel like it'd be like a Battle Nexus DLC.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
what I feel
absolutely.
like would it be.
I mean, it would be really cool, like, you know. I think what they'll do, this is just my, you know, hypothesis, but I would not be surprised if they made a few of the cameo characters, as in the ones who give you missions, if they made just a few of them into playable characters. Because Streets of Rage 4 did that with bosses, right? In this game, they're not going to do it with the bosses because they're big and they're all bad guys. But they
Do it with
There's the
Shredder.
crystal shard, by the way.
Oh, where? Did we get it?
We already got
Yeah.
We
Okay,
got it.
cool.
So we got them all.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible that they would do it. By the way, that was Krang's toy body, the original crappy toy body. That was neat. But anyway, yeah, I could see them, like, say, you know, maybe, like, obviously a Punk Frog, a Neutrino, maybe Irma or somebody. Like, they could do that, because they've already got those the basic sprite designed, and they would just have to make animation frames for the character. So, I mean, that's what they did with Streets of Rage 4. They just took bosses and made them playable. So, that's likely what we will get is something where it's relatively cheap for the developers to do, and not something where they make a whole huge number of totally new character designs.
Yeah, that's why I figured they probably will add Shredder.
Well,
he's even animated in the first episode. Or
that's the thing.
Someone
asked them directly, you know, could we get Shredder playable as DLC? And they said no because he's too big. So, interesting response. Could they not somehow like shrink the sprite or something? I don't know. Yeah, exactly, Carnage. That would be really cool. Now, you know, Streets of Rage 4 also added a survival mode, which is actually a really cool, fun mode, although still butt hard like the whole Streets of Rage 4 is. So, you know, I would, as opposed to whole new levels, it is more likely that they'll do something cheap, where it's like they just add a new horde mode kind of thing. But they could do new levels.
That would be like the Battle Nexus.
This game is bigger than Streets of Rage 4. Like, this game has so much casual and mainstream hype that they could spend a little more on the DLC. I would love to see them.
That's the other thing. If it sells like crazy, they might do more DLC.
That's very true. Yes, the more it sells, and we know it is doing quite well, then the more likely they will actually like spend some real money on the DLC and not just do the cheapest possible form of it.
Like if it does so well, they might, you know, they might add more characters and be like, hey, we'll add Jimbo and another character.
Yeah, I mean, they've got to add new characters, like, because adding new characters adds a lot of replay value, because you'll probably want to play through the story mode with that character, and you get 2 hours out of it automatically, right? But on top of that, yeah, new levels would still be really cool, or at least even just one new level, and then maybe have like a survival mode set in the new level, but it still was added to the story. That'd be great. I'd love it.
Survival mode would be awesome. Any of these levels.
Oh, she walked away. Okay, good. Look at that, it's Krang. He got his body back. And I dropped my controller.
Okay.
Good job, Paul. Good job.
I was like, what fell?
That's what I get. You know, every controller wants nothing more than to fall off your lap, so putting controllers on your lap, it's always risky business. By the way, on the Steam version, I had this particular boss, Krang's body, like, basically become invincible. He got stuck in a corner, and even though we completely depleted his life, he just wouldn't die. And we had to quit out of the level. But at least it's story mode, so you can just restart the exact level you were on. If that happened on arcade mode, you'd just be screwed. They really, Tyler, are you being facetious or do you agree? Because I really think they are. Like, that's all they want to do is fall off your leg. And they do it. You just give them a chance.
I mean, if you get the textured ones, they're not designed for sliding.
That would help.
Those Sonic ones, those are like pure anti-sliding.
Yeah, Carnage, I agree. And we talked about it earlier in the stream, but basically, this is a big game. Even though it's only 2D, it's still...
When he's disconnected, by the way.
Who disconnected?
No, when Krang isn't put together as one, he's not vulnerable.
The top of his body is, isn't it?
When he's
Pretty
not
sure.
spinning.
Nope. Yeah, his legs are invincible.
When he's floating, he is. When he's spinning, no.
Really?
You gotta wait till he gets back together, yeah, when he
I
stops.
sworn the top half was vulnerable. I guess I'm wrong.
When he's doing like the lasers and floating around, yes, you can hurt the top half.
Darker Player, I have not played Turnip Boy, but I've always been interested in it. It's such a weird name for a game, you know, and like, the game just... Oh, look at that, Michelangelo just threw me. Wasn't that cool? That was a co-op move. Yes, we beat him! Thank you, Tyler, thank you. But anyway, about the glitchiness of the game. So it's a big, complex game with complex multiplayer online modes, local and online, right? All those things add complexity to the testing scenarios for the game. And they launched it simultaneously across 4 or 5 different platforms, if you count Windows 10 and 11. So, like, that's just too much to test very efficiently, especially given the rush release of the game, where they're like, okay, it's gold, we're going to release it. Yeah, that's what they said. I mean, you're right. He is not really that tremendously huge. But anyway, because they launched it on all of them at the same time, yeah, they all ended up being buggy. Like, if they had done, like, say, only on Switch first and then the other ones later, it'd be different. But,
or do what a lot do PC first and then have ports made.
Yeah, I mean, they could have done it either one of those ways. However, by doing it on all platforms at once, everybody could, like, the hype really just built up all at once in a really special, incredible way. So I totally understand why they did it the way they did it. Achievements are glitched in Turnip Boy? That sucks.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did, Dark Player.
Who did what now? Oh, yeah. Yeah, what is his name? Avery something?
Avery Brooks.
Avery Brooks, thank you. Yeah, it's so sad that he died, you know? Like, he died too young. He was a big guy. He wasn't that huge, though, but he still died.
And Avery Brooks is actually Benjamin Sisko from Star Trek.
Wait, oh, that's not the right actor.
No, it's not.
That's what I was thinking,
Okay,
too.
well,
I
who
was
is
like,
it?
I didn't know Cisco died.
Sorry, no,
What?
who is it? Who is it? Somebody has got to know the original Shredder's voice actor name. James Avery, thank you.
Yeah, it's Uncle Phil from Fresh Prince.
Okay, that was very rude of you, Chris.
Yeah,
I'm
this is the
punching
guy
you right
who voiced Shredder the most in the original series.
punching you right in the leg. Did he quit early on?
No, he had scheduling conflicts, so they
Oh,
would
gotcha.
get different people.
Yeah, and by the way, this game's Shredder voice is okay, but he is not doing much of a James Avery impression. Like, he just doesn't sound the same at all.
They might have gotten one or the other.
I don't think it's even an original actor. If you look at the... We'll talk about it when we beat the game, but if you look at the credits, they credit the people who play the 4 turtles, right? And also they mentioned that they played Bebop and Rocksteady and a few extra people. But then, like, every other voice, they just show, like, 8 names, and it doesn't tell you who they played or anything, which means they're just kind of generic voice actors.
They did multiple roles then, is what it means.
Right, but I mean, but the fact that they do not credit them means they're not part of a big union and stuff, and they're not original cast voice actors.
They might even be devs.
No, you're right, Chicago. The original guy, he had such a special voice.
Bawachunga.
You and your Bawachunga. Yeah, Leo's voice, Cam Clark, very distinctive voice. He was Kaneda in Akira, wasn't he, guys? Cam Clark? Pretty sure he was.
Alright, now we turn into stuff.
Yeah, does anybody watch anime? Somebody let us know. Yeah, Kaneda is like the hero of Akira. He was the original protagonist in the first dub. I think there might be a second dub now.
I thought we're turning this stuff in.
No?
Oh.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have to go
okay.
back through the portal. All right, let's
We
turn
just
some stuff.
did.
No. Oh, we didn't do the neutrinos one yet. I see. So we turn in our stuff, and what do we get for it? We get points, but also it contributes to an achievement. But yeah, again, points are experience, so it's good. And you can do this with each character you play as. So, like, say you started to play again with a different character, then you could go back and do it again, I believe, if I understand correctly.
Once you collect them once, you don't need to do another character to collect them.
Yeah, everybody got all stuff.
Really? You sure about Jones?
Mm-hmm. That's why it says, like, 5 for you, see? It's blue.
Great seeing you, Firelight. Thank you for hanging out with us for so long. We don't normally go this long on my stream, but we decided we were going to finish the whole game on stream, and that's what we're doing.
One
Is
more
that
level.
all 4?
Yes.
Everybody ready?
Do we do Irma and Burma?
Yeah.
So
There's
have
5,
people got the
actually.
achievement?
And the frogs? Do we do the frogs?
Ah, the frogs is what we're missing.
Yeah. There you go. I didn't get the achievement yet, no. Oh no,
we're
we
missing
missed a
one.
bug. That sucks. Oh well, don't worry about it.
We can go back. Oh, if you
No.
want, we
We'll
can
have
see
to
the
play a
total level.
full level
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah, it's late. Let's just do the last level. Vern. Yeah, did we do Vern? I don't remember. But here we are on the last level. Where do you see the amazing boss of the game?
What is it?
Thank you, Chicago. That is very nice of Chicago to be giving heads. Is that what she said? Oh, heads up. My bad. Heads.
Nice.
Head up. Definitely up. Alright, here we go. Look at this final boss. This is just so cool looking. Oh, but wait. But maybe we'll just have to see what happens after we beat it, right? Yeah. Ah! Fireballs. And by the way, guys, you know the Y button, or whichever button on your controller you're using, is the super button, the super move button. But there's also an air super and a dashing super that you can unlock in story mode by leveling your character enough. Ha! I just got the achievement for getting hit while taunting.
You already have that.
Yeah, sort of final boss. Penultimate boss, whatever.
Uh-oh.
Darker players are really an achievement for not getting hit by Super Shredder? I did not know that. Or are you thinking of the original Turtles arcade?
No, there was a challenge for it.
Okay. I don't think there's an achievement for completing all the challenges, which is weird, but there's not.
That's probably because there's a few levels that are like, don't take damage at all.
Yeah, some of them are really hard, so I guess it's nice of them not to make an achievement for that. Darker player claims it's a secret achievement. Does anyone know about that? Because I don't remember such a thing.
I've never been able to do it.
I mean, there are hidden achievements, but I thought it was just for beating them.
I think I found the perfect spot to stand.
Carnage agrees. Darker player was right. Sorry for doubting you, Darker player.
That was not the spot to
don't stand in the laser. The laser isn't as helpful as you might expect.
I was safe until he switched to the laser.
Sharing is caring. Yeah, cheer up the same teammate 3 times in one stage. Just fall down again, Tom. It's okay. You're giving people achievements.
I don't even know how to revive people.
You press and hold left bumper. Left bumper is the co-op button, so it's for reviving and for sharing health if you have to.
Hey, I did
Jordan,
it once.
that's awesome. Jordan says just spawn in at the end of somebody's fight. So you could cheese that very easily by just having a friend invite you at the right time.
Stand in the middle of his gloves when he's doing that.
Isn't it the upper right corner that's a safe spot during the fight they're talking about?
I thought it was one of the lower corners.
Tell us what the safe spot is before we do it.
Hi, Michael.
Carnage says you up. So upper right corner. Remember that, guys. Just stay there. Well, at least during the times when you need to be safe.
TMNT reference.
But I don't know if Carnage is saying yep to that or to the joining in late thing.
Time to fight Kevin Nash.
Yes, it is the amazing Kevin Nash as Super Shredder.
Oh, Mikey's still dead!
Ah, I got hit. Somebody go save Mikey.
The terrible fight to revive someone.
Yes.
Got it.
Yum.
Who's Splinters sitting in the corner?
I told you guys it's a safe spot.
Super Shredder's not vulnerable until after he does the little burst attack.
Oh, yeah.
So don't
Over
waste.
a bar period. It's 3 a.m. now.
Ow! He came up and hit me. It wasn't that safe. It's not always safe, he points out. Yeah. We just learned that the hard way, didn't we? Oh, God. See, it's safe during this, right? But it's too late. I couldn't even get up there. Help, help, help. Raph, you're ignoring me. Oh, well. Raph's dead to me. Thank you, April. Now that's turtle power. Oh, my life is so low.
There we
It's
go.
a great final boss fight, though. It's just very cool looking.
Now use your powerful
Look at
things.
that. Yeah, use it. Oh, oh crap.
He's
I
not
got it.
vulnerable for long, so.
Yeah, unfortunately. Ow. I still got hit in that exact corner.
They might have fixed it in
am
one of
I?
the updates.
What was the name of the level? Good question, Low Sweet. Somebody help me! Oh god, everyone's dead. That's great.
That's okay.
I got you guys. Slowly but surely. Oh.
I mean, yeah, we all have lives. It's like, that's literally just live one every time.
I suppose you're right, yes.
No continues.
No regrets. Oh, God, get ready. There he is.
Now use the super.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's what you get.
All right, now he's gone.
Yeah, Guardian,
Everybody's
you're
dead.
probably right, but there are ways to specifically cheese it, like Carnage mentioned.
Okay, now we can go.
Ow!
I'm trying to revive people here.
Yeah, he'll hit you while you're doing it, but you can do it sometimes.
Go, damage, damage, damage.
Oh, man, we
Damage
didn't
more
even
important
hit
than
him.
driving.
Leave no one behind. No turtle behind. No rat behind. No sexy lady behind. None of that. Ah, God. Get him. April is not April's real voice, by the way, as far as I know. Although she sounds decently similar.
I thought she sounded similar enough that, you know, it's just been so long that, you know, her voice changed. But
yeah, well, when you look at the cast, she's just not listed.
she's
so
not?
that means-
Okay.
Yeah.
That's your only criticism about April?
We don't have to share the other one. Yeah, but the art in the intro could be better, that's for sure.
He has a lot of life.
Yeah. It's meant to be
I
the
think
final
it's
fight.
more,
so-
he has a lot of defense.
Yeah.
He is the super...
He has one damageable phase, and it's not long.
Actually has 2.
Oh.
After he does the 4 clones of himself,
Shadow.
they're panting. Yeah. That he's also vulnerable there.
Yeah, and while you're dodging and stuff, you want to try to charge up your super, because it's pretty important for damaging him. Oh, crap. I misread his signals there. Great, now I'm down. That's so annoying. I charged up my supers for nothing. Yes. See, like, in my review, I complain about the super system, because online, when you play, a lot of times people are just taunting and supering over and over, and it's practically all they do. And it's not good for, like, the depth of the game. But on the other hand, on this particular fight, what else are you going to do?
That's why some
We did it,
reviewers were
yes.
saying they wanted to just reach auto recharge.
Yeah, if it charged up automatically after a certain amount of time, then nobody would be obnoxiously taunting, and yeah, it would keep you from just spamming it, so it'd be fine. You tell him, Moobot.
666 hits!
Yeah, good game, everybody. Let's watch the ending now.
Nice, good job.
Bad call, Tyler. Bad call. Complete story mode. New York can rest easy once more. I, Vernon Fenwick, who is not at all scared, sure, can confirm that Shredder has been defeated by the city's protectors, the Green Guardians of Good, the Web Warriors themselves. How are we Web Warriors? Oh god, the Punk Frogs. Oh yeah, that's hilarious. He credits the wrong people.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, April's design could be a little more on model from the original cartoon. And you get an individualized brief ending for whichever character you played. Splinter is proud of his sons. His family only grows stronger. Thank you, Vinny. And thank you for supporting us, dude. Tonight's the night for a party. Friends, family, pizza, forever. Check it out. It's Casey. He joined us. And by the way, you do get a little bit of extra ending if you've completed all the side objectives. And I think we did not, so we don't get to see a little bit extra. But it's only a tiny little bit. And you can all see it on your own when you do it. So this song that's playing right now is not on the soundtrack. That's a shame, because it is a good song that is similar to some of the music from the classic movies. And yeah, Carnage points out, by beating story mode once, you unlock Casey Jones. Good point.
Yeah, so anybody that hasn't beaten it should get Casey now.
Yeah, good thing. And yeah, he's a full 7th playable character. He's great, and we are glad. So, everybody, we have been playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge for Xbox. It's also on Windows. It is on Steam and PlayStation and Switch. It's $25. You get 6-player local co-op, except on PlayStation where it's only 4-player local co-op. You get 6-player online co-op, and it even has combo co-op on everything but PlayStation, where 2 or more people on one system can join online games. So if you have like 3 people at home playing, they can fill out the remaining slots with online players, which is such a cool and underused feature on consoles, right? So anyway, great multiplayer features. Please read my review at Co-Optimus if you haven't, because I really talked about them in detail.
PlayStation version can only handle 4 locally. You can play 6 online.
Yeah, PlayStation 4 and 5 are limited to 4 local controllers. They just cannot go above 4. It's a hardware limitation. We love you guys. I want to thank everybody on mic. Let's thank them one by one. Wolfblade, thank you for playing with us.
You're welcome.
Excellent. Chris, thanks for just hanging out with us on mic if you're still on mic.
Yep, thanks for the invite.
Sweet. SperryBerryBoy, who is a streamer. Everybody remember, please follow SperryBerryBoy in chat. He'll type something in chat so you can easily follow him. And it's been really cool getting to play with you, dude, and have you on mic for our stream.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. It was awesome.
Excellent. And don't forget to type something so everybody can easily follow you if they haven't already. Yes, then also Bob Jones, always good to hang out with you, dude.
Yep, have a good night.
Perfect Zero, you are the best, dude.
I am the most perfect of the zeros.
There you go. Yes, and Human Brian. Definitely love having you on mic as well.
Glad to be here.
Here's the voice cast, by the way. Maybe we should just let the voice cast go by since we talked about it.
It's almost the end, so.
Yeah, we'll just let them go by real quick. You can see each of these people, they play more than one role. And then you get the extra voices. They're just all lumped together, and they're from a company called Voxmade. So we love you guys. We'll see you next Saturday. And please remember, don't hate, appreciate.
Bye.
Bye.
Later.
Hi, guys.
Right.
Ryan.
Okay.
Are there any SOBs tonight? I don't know.
Just
Some SOBs make us wait too long to go to the ending video. Okay, let's say bye to everybody. Carnage, good seeing you. Yes, the Batman, thank you for hanging out with us. And also No Pulse. It was great to have you both here. I hope we can hang out more again soon. Tech Guy, Jordan, BX Latino Heat, Darker Player, Chicago Firelight, Jono, naturally Jono and the Braumeister, our favorite Australians. And everybody else I'm forgetting. No Time for Games, Guardian Owl, and others. Anybody else? If you want a shout out, you gotta chat at the end or we can't shout you out.